Hello, and welcome to my Valorant agent tier list as a bronze Valorant player. I want to start off with a quick disclaimer. I am not a pro. I have no opinion. These are just my opinions as a bronze player and should not be taken seriously. With that said, let's get started. Alright, so first we have Breach. Breach, a hard choice. He's really annoying to play against because of his flashes. His ult isn't amazing. It just does exactly what he does. I think all he does is flash and stun and slow you down. So I think I'm going to have to go with a C. Next is Brimstone. Brimmy's dummy thick. Smokes. Let's see. So he has his smokes, his molly, his stim beacon, and his ult. His ult is really good for like clearing certain areas of a map, along with his smokes. His smokes are really helpful, and the molly to also hold off sites. So he's good for once you've retook a site or just defending sites. So I think I'm gonna have to go with a B. Next is Cypher, which he has his cam, his cage, his tripwire, and his ult. Cypher, in my opinion, probably an A, just because of his ability to gain information on the playing field. So his ult really helpful for those late rounds when, you know, maybe it's a 2v2 and you already have bomb planted and you want to retake. Same with his cam, it's really good. His tripwire is amazing for catching people flanking. And his cage is also just like a good smoke if you need to use it for that. Next is Jett, and as a duelist main, it's give or take about Jett. I'm gonna have to put Jett probably in B tier, only because she is just like every other duelist. She's a self player. Smoke's really nice, just really hard to control where you want him to go. Dash and updraft, same thing, just for herself along with her ult. So I think that's the real reason she's put in B, just because she doesn't have more she can contribute to the team. Next is Omen. Omen smokes, amazing. Paranoia, amazing. His ability to teleport is also it's not amazing, but his ult, it can be used in really good situations. I think Omen's going to be our first S tier, just because he has the a better ability than Breach or Brimstone to be able to blind people and be able to smoke off wherever he wants on the map, along with his ult being able to escape really difficult situations, or being able to go somewhere when you're like low at the end of the round. Next is Phoenix. Phoenix F. No explanation needed. His ult is the only good part about him. His flashes, really good. Never really catch anybody because you can only curve him. His wall, never really seen anybody use it. His molly, only used to heal himself. Enough said. Let's see, Raze. Raze is my second main. So I do have some bias towards her. The movement with Raze is really nice. I think I'm going to give her an A tier. The blast packs always go well with the ult, or if you just want to move around the map and feel like a badass. The bomb buddy is amazing for gaining information or clearing corners whenever you need to, along with a grenade. So like grenade combined with Sage slow orb is amazing. Next we have Sage. Gotta give it an S tier right away. There's either two types of Sage players. They're either horrible and they heal you, or they're a battle Sage and they don't heal. But just her ability to res you, it's usually always used in a good situation. like when you need to clutch. Slow orbs, good with combining against other util. The wall, always good for different off angles or just having to block something off. And then her heal, amazing. S tier for her. Next, Sova. Sova, I gotta give Sova an A tier just because of his ability to grab more information, just like Cypher. The recon bolt, amazing. It's good for if you know Sova lineups. It's amazing just to be able to get that information. Shock dart, also good for, it's like raised grenade. It's good when combined with Sage's slow orb, but it's also just good in general. And then the drone, being able to peek around corners or clear something before you need to go in. And then if you know where the enemies are, then the ult is amazing. Next, we have Viper. Viper, in my opinion, is not an F tier, probably a C tier. Viper, actually, we're gonna give her a B tier. Viper wall is really good for blocking off parts of sight when you want to take sight on offense. Also good for cutting off parts of sight that you want line of sight to when you're on defense. If you know Viper setups, then it's amazing for post plant. If the enemy team is planted and you're in a 1v1 situation, if you want to shoot that off and have it land on bomb, then it's like just a win. I don't exactly know what it's called, but her orb, her smoke is, I've never really seen anybody use it that much just because, I'm in bronze. But her ult is also really nice just because of the decay and then the ability to have everyone not be so open field visioned. Next is my main. We got Reyna. And honestly, Reyna is going to be a B tier for me, even though I main her. Not really a team player. She has her Leer, which is a good flash. Always amazing to enter onto site with that, in my experience. Her heal. I love playing Reyna just because I can heal myself, along with her dismiss to be able to get out of sticky situations after you get a kill. And then her ult is just like Brim's Stim Beacon, basically, except it lasts 30 minutes and refreshes every time you get a kill. Reyna overall could be better. I feel like she was really buff when she got put into the game, so I'm glad they nerfed her just a little bit, otherwise it would be OP. Next is Killjoy. Killjoy is going to be an A for me. If you know how to play Killjoy, then it's game over, just because of her util and being able to take control of sites, along with her ult being able to push enemies away from sight if you need to. But her turret, really good at getting information. Her little poison thing that makes you decay is also really nice when put on spike. So whenever you hear, if you're playing against a Killjoy, whenever you want to go defuse, it always pops up right away and it pushes your timer back, gives them time. And then her alarm bot, just to be able to catch flanks, just like with Cypher. Next is Skye. Skye is going to be a B tier for me, just because of her flashes, her ability to gain information, what is her third ability? Flashes. Oh, and her heal. And then her ult's not amazing. She always ends up flashing her teammates with her bird, and then her dog is really her only good part. At that and her heal, because I don't see a lot of people using her heal. But it's really good just to gain information if you need to push in and know where enemies are sitting. Next is Yoru. Yoru, probably a C tier for me, honestly. I don't see him being super amazing besides his flashes. So his flashes, his ability to teleport, his ult is pretty good for being able to get information. And then his fake clone, which his fake clone isn't really the best. It just flashes people and then they never peek with it. Teleport is always good for repositioning if you need to. His flashes are, like I said, his only good ability. And then his ult is really good for getting information just like everyone else's. Next, we have Astra. Astra is an automatic F tier. Nobody likes Astra. I tried playing with Astra. Terrible. Her wall is definitely her only good ability, and that's her ult. Smokes, they take forever to set up. Just all of her abilities, complete garbage. I hate it. Blech. Next is KO. I gotta give KO probably a C tier. His only good ability is his knife. His ult is just like Reyna's, except less powerful. His knife, good for getting information. I have no clue what his third ability is because I never see anyone use it. And then I rarely see people use his flashes. Yeah. Next we have Chamber. Chamber is going to be an S tier. I personally have not played Chamber, but in my experience, Chambers are usually Jet 1 tricks who just like to op. But the ability to his ult is really nice, one-shot sniper. His pistol, really good if you're good at aiming. His teleport is amazing to be able to get out of crazy situations. And then whatever his last ability is, I keep forgetting, but it's pretty good. Neon, once again, I have not played against Neon, and I really only know 2 of her abilities. So Neon's probably going to just sit at a C for now. Her ult, not really that good. It doesn't really do enough damage. And her wall, which is just good and pushing onto sight, really. That's about it. And lastly, we have the new agent. We have Fade. Fade gotta be an A for me, just because of the ability to gain that information and hold people in their spot. Her ult is amazing if you have a team that knows how to use it, because as soon as she does that, she's going to blind everybody, and it's going to deafen people, and you're able to push. You can just go. And that's the reason I think Fade is one of the best agents right now. That was my tier list. Please comment what you agree with and what you disagree with. I know these are just some of my opinions, and I know they're probably completely different than yours. But just let me know what you think's right and what you guys think is wrong. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.